Hello and welcome to my vlog. Today I'm going to show you some of my equipment I use out in the field, and where I'm going, uh, uh, which location I am going to. So please have a closer look. I have for the last month I have gained gotten a lot of new equipment, included a new cell phone from Sony. This is the Sony Xperia XZ. Of course there has come a bigger version, but I prefer this model. I'm just checking don't worry. This is one of my essential extra tools in the field. It has a camera, it has a GPS, it has the internet. I need to find some places if I don't have access to a computer. I can use this, and I don't have a tablet I used to have, but I sold it because I didn't like the picture on the screen. So this is very useful as a camera, as a quick camera. It has a very good lens in the daylight. It's an awesome camera for panorama pictures. It has a 4K camera. It's not the best, but it's the okay. Fuck. Other than that, I can add another 128 gigabytes of storage on a SD card, micro SD card. I don't have that at the moment, and I don't need it because this has already built in 32 gigabytes of storage, which I have already used 16 or 17 gigabytes. My next camera is what I am holding in my hand right now, that I use all the time. I use the same cameras on my helmets when I'm driving. This is one of them. I'm sure you are familiar with them. They are very useful. I use this also out in the field because they have a wide angle lens. It's not changeable, so you have to use what it is for. I have those small camera housings, one of them there to this camera, and the other one over there, and some mountings for helmets and other stuff. These bags I used to store these cameras in, so I don't get scratches on their lenses. I have a lot of extra fittings and stuff, cords to charge them up, and that battery bank over there at 10,000 milliamps, I believe it is. And recently I got this This is the 360 time lapse timer, and I use this selfie stick. It's actually made for a cell phone, but when I paired it up with my recent cell phone, I paired it up with the Bluetooth, and it didn't take pictures. It just said to me, zoom in, so you see that. So it was cheap, 50 kroner, but it's useful to in some places that is far away, maybe inside a cramped place, or up in another floor that I cannot reach. So and I have even filmed underwater with the camera mounted inside one of those housings, and the housing mounted on this. Other than that, I have my video camera I use in darker rooms. I have, of course, I have screwed up a part of another video. I was in a bunker. I was touching this damn zoom button, zoom rocker, or whatever you call it. So I'm going to tape that shot for next use. Other than that, it's very useful. It has a flippable screen. If I can get this out, it's I have to do stuff with one arm, one hand. But if you see this, I can shut off the normal mode to night mode. It's very useful inside some of the places I visit. And I have, of course, this is a 40 gigabyte hard drive. It has 15 times optical zoom. It has a remote and an extra battery over there. Where did I put that camera remote now? I have the remote over here. Okay, this is the remote that is for that camera. Then I have some extra lenses. This is a small wide angle lens. I'm gonna show you. So you can see this is original Sony lens, wide angle. And I have one more. This is even wider. So that's also very useful if I am inside of rooms that I have to get some close footage of. I have also my other camera that is also a Sony. It's a Sony DSC HX300. This is used for outside. At the most outside, since this has no night mode, I can't use it in dark. Outside in the dark, and I have actually tested photographing the moon, and I have zoomed in by video and by photo. It has 50 times zoom in the video, and I believe it was 600 times in the photos. And I can also zoom by using my fingers. So it's very handy function to have. Other than that, it's very awesome. It takes awesome pictures, not inside the small rooms. I have tested that. It's not bad pictures, but it's so narrow. Other than that, I have, of course, a lot of learning curve on those cameras still, so I have so far learned a lot about this, the menu system, and a few of those settings I have so far found useful. I'm going to put this down again because tomorrow I am leaving for another bunker. It is a long shaped. I don't know if it's a normal bunker. It is very long. The corridor is about 50 meters long, and it has side rooms, and it was on the floor, just a couple of meters inside the door. There was water about this high and rising the longer I was walking in, and I was walking maybe a meter more, and the water was almost to 5 centimeters, and of course rising more up. So I have, and in those tunnels or rooms or caves or whatever you call it, I need lighting. This is from my computer building, so I'm not using this. I'm using sometimes this to find stuff in my bags. If it's dark, I have this mag light. It's starting to get old now. About 10 years. I've never had a problem with that light. This torch headlight I have just recently bought. It's awesome in those tunnels. I can focus, if you can say, focus the beam at a wide beam or a narrow beam. And I have a boost mode that is seriously bright. It's 400 lumens, 200, 100, and off. I have these camera bags. That's for my photo camera I just showed you. It's inside this. That's an extra big bag. This is for my small action cameras and the accessories. That's for the video camera. Here I have the small stand for time lapses, and I have that stand over there for the big camera, or the other photo camera, or the camcorder. It has the max height of 1 meter and 40 centimeters, I believe. This you already know. I remotely used those to program or remotely used the camera I'm holding and filming with right now, or this camera, of course, and this cell phone I also can use as a remote, and as a remote screen to watch in cramped places. This is a extra remote for the photo camera. Then it's on the camera stand. I have used this before. This is a time-lapse controller, a USB controller. I program this, and this goes into the camera. So now I have three time-lapse possibilities. So that's very awesome. What more do I have? I have this charger for that video cam. This I have for the other camera. I can snap it on the screen if it's very sunny. If it has a very sunny weather outside, I can snap this magnet mounts on the screen on that photo camera and film or take pictures. You see this blocks out the sun, and if this is the camera, you can watch in the screen in here, and it magnifies a couple of times. It's very useful. Other than that, that microphone is for my computer or a future camera that has a mic in. I really don't have more to show you other than the last camera housings, that is to this camera. So that's pretty much it. And this I will take out and I use to do some metal detecting. I know it's old, but it is what it is. It's working. It has been used maybe a couple of times during the last 20 years or so, but it works. So because the stand is close to the aluminum tube on this table, I hope you enjoyed it, and please watch the video from that new location I just found, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.